In she goes once again, just quietly working round. She has worn the silver fern for us, ladies and gentlemen, numerous times, and so has Cherie Alabaster. They are teams world champions and individual world champions there, so lots of glitz and glamour. They have been under these bright lights all around the world, every corner of the globe. They've spent lots of hours on planes flying around the place. But here they are, right here in the Wairarapa at the Golden Shears in Masterton. Sensational stuff. Right, the tables are loaded, Tuma. Back they must come, and so they do. They've got a wee bit of time now as the shearers hit the body wall on the long blow. This is it. They've got to have all this tidy, that tight roll that Tuma was talking about. It's got to be done. It's got to be placed in there, and then out the back it'll go to the judges, where they've got plenty of time to dissect it and make their decision on what they think is correct or incorrect in getting a very good top price for the farmer. Third fleece starting to arrive, Tuma.
It certainly is. Chelsea Collier down here, table 4. She's got a nice little fleece. Watch her just caress it on that table. Ooh. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Marianne Beatty turns, springs it out. Bit of bunching in the middle. Cherie Alabaster. Oh, I don't know what's going on down that end there, Gerald. It looks like a lot of bunching, because look at this young Chelsea Collier here on table number 4. She's already skirted one side. Back to the shearer she goes. No, look, she's even got time to skirt the other side. What a little gem of a fleece she's got, this Chelsea Collier. She skirted the whole thing, Gerald. Back to the shearer she goes. She's thinking about the cleanup. She must be.
Oh, those young legs down there all the way from Gore. She's invested a lot of time and money to get here. I was talking about air points. She's clocking up a few at the moment too. She's going to dive back to that table in a wee minute, but she must get that wool. She caught it on the way down. Gravity as a shearer cut it off. The gravity pushed that eye wig wool down. She caught it on the way down and got that in the appropriate basket. Down here, Kieran Herbert on the far side now. Look at the stench she gets, ladies and gentlemen. She shuffles around there, dancing around this table. The gypsy tap it'll be. Now it's in for the tight, compact roll that must be done. But just see that peripheral vision there. She noticed out the corner of eye. She was watching here, looking for those little pinches she had to do. But notice she had to get back to that shearer. The tables have to be clean. Look at the tables, ladies and gentlemen. Clean of a full fleece, but also clean of these little bits you see dotted around here. How's Chelsea going?
Ooh, pressure might be telling a little bit here, because Marianne Beatty and Cherie Alabaster probably have the better throws. Chelsea, did she use up her good throw in the last one? I don't think so. I think their fleece was just a little wee bit bigger. Chelsea's a little wee bit shorter, Gerald, so she has to walk to the side of the table. She doesn't throw from the top like these taller competitors.
Ah, yeah, you'll get the ones, some will place it and unroll it. Why do they do that? Because they get a feel of the fleece. Some they know by touching that fleece it will hold together. They can give it some air time, a bit of showmanship, float it out, land it on the table, and everything's good. Others are really loose and they have to unroll it like unrolling a sleeping bag. They basically come along the side of the table and unroll it like that. It doesn't matter how it gets up there, as long as it gets up there correctly. Kieran Herbert once again onto the far side now, shuffling along there. Cherie Alabaster. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting to come to the end of it now. They're going to breathe hard. They're starting to perspiration at this stage, but I tell you what, in another minute or so, we're going to start calling that sweat. They are working. Look at Cherie Alabaster. She's giving it heaps, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Tuma. Marianne Beatty goes back. The last and final fleece arriving on the board once again. The rock concert starts. They start banging the tables around.
1 minute and 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, as all these wool handlers have got. Come on, get behind your favourite wool handler. We've got any South Islanders here. You should be cheering for Chelsea. We've got some people from Gisborne. Marianne Beatty's another young gun. Come on, get behind them. Here we go. One side of the fleece has been skirted, Gerald. They're coming around the top. All these wool handlers are working. Look at that, Kieran Herbert. What sneaky tricks is she playing, Gerald?
Oh, she's just throwing it around the place like Ricky Pivac used to do when he was shearing sheep. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your hats. We're going to have a tornado in the stadium. They're onto the brooms. Look at them swinging it round. They use the ear. They use the broom. This is the big tidy up. It's got to be as clean as you can eat your lunch off that floor. They'll be down to the second bits. How you going down there? We've got the tables clean down here. We're down to the little bit of... Come on, Kieran, give it heaps. Cherie Alabaster. They're still on the brooms. They want it really clean. They've got to make the top 4, and that's not going to come real easy. But it's shakedown time now, Toomer. And looking good right here in front of me with Karen Herbert. How's she going? Finishing touches, looks around at every little corner.
Come on,
under
Chelsea.
the rug, but it's
Hey, time
Alabaster.
down here.
Chelsea. Wow. They don't miss a bit, do they? They do lift the carpet up.
Oh, there was a fair bit missed. Have a good look.
Oh, this end down here, Toomer, she's... I'm backing this end.
I'll cut it out here.
Hardly anything down here. It's... Even under the bright lights, it's clean as a whistle.
I don't know about eating my lunch off that one there, Gerald.
Yeah, I must let that one go, I think. It's the great joys of live commentary, isn't it, you? You just got to go with the flow as it's coming out. Right, talking about that, we've got one more heat of this semi-final of the open wool handling, ladies and gentlemen.
Would like to thank Cross Keys Station for supplying these sheep. For the wool handling, they supply the sheep for the whole of the Golden Shears. I think there's about 450 or 500 sheep that are shorn just for wool handlers for the show, which is pretty amazing, really. But it's a good thing because the sheep, they never change the whole way through, Gerald. The sheep are always the same. The fleeces are always the same. Would like to thank our shearers because they've been wonderful to have. We wouldn't be able to have a wool handling competition without shearers. So thank you very much to Paddy Mason and his crew of guys up there. The shearer on stand number 6, it's his birthday today as well. There was another guy that was celebrating his birthday a little bit earlier on. Well, it's Noel Gardner's birthday and party at Noel's tonight, apparently. Bring all the whānau.
Just a word to those shearers in the Tui event this evening, the Tui event. Make sure you check in here when you arrive at the stadium for this evening. Be early. That is Jack Fagan, Peter Jackson, Martini Mason, Brett Roberts, Ethan Pankhurst and Turi Edmonds. Make sure you check in here at the announcers table early in the evening, please.
We're just waiting on the green light. I reckon we've probably got about 30 seconds. So you wool handlers, get yourselves organised. How many open wool handlers did we start off with at the start of the competition, Gerald? Was it 35?
Yes, that's right. Toomer, the entries throughout all grades, all facets of the shearing industry have been exceptionally high. Probably the highest. I'm taking a stab in the dark.
We have our shearers to the board.
Halt. Not yet, anyway.
The judges are just holding up their counters, waiting for the clock to reset. Once the light is green, we will get straight into it. Just the role of these judges on the board, Gerald. They're up there watching to make sure that there's no cross-contamination, of any oddman fleeces. Oddmans into the main fleece. Okay, we got the green lights. Timekeepers ready. Shearers, get set, go.
Right, we're underway again. Did you see the precision, Toomer, of how they placed things? They didn't just place the broom under the table. They didn't just leave the table where it was. They had all their little areas of distance and those sorts of things that had to be dead right. Joel put the broom there, then shifted a few more inches. Put the basket here, that's not quite right. I want to know where that is. They've done these shows so many times, it has to be subconscious that they just can turn away or run with a blindfold on and they're going to throw that piece of wool and it's going to land in that appropriate basket. So there's a lot going on up there, and it's been a pleasure being so close to these open wool handlers because you then appreciate the work and effort that goes in to throwing these fleeces and skirting them correctly.
Well, it's dead right, Gerald. It's just the same as a shearer will have a shearing pattern when he shears a sheep. The wool handlers also have a pattern when they do their wool. And they will have their baskets that best suits them. Not all of these wool handlers have their baskets in the same way or have big baskets in certain positions and small ones. But, you know, it's just exactly the same thing. It's all about rhythm, timing, you know, hand-eye coordination. It's exactly the same as what the shearers do. You know, it's all the same. But here we go. First fleece about to hit the table. Let's see how these wool handlers get about their jobs.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
Did you see that? Pagan Remini from Alexandra on table 3. She just turned and flicked. She didn't even do a follow through. She just went smack and let it go, and it just landed basically smack on the top, a little bit hanging over the very top, but still a very, very good throw. Well done, Pagan. Down here on the front stand, Joel Henneray. He is the reigning champion of this event, ladies and gentlemen. The last 3 times, to be honest with you. He's going for his 4th consecutive win. Problem is there, he's got lots of other people in this stage. 7 others going to try stop him from doing that. And one other one, Ronnie Goss in the middle here. Got any, Ronnie, got any fans in the audience? Yes, of course you have. Ronnie has got that nice, relaxed style that she goes with. But she was in the final here last year too. So the old experienced head of working smarter, not harder. And that's how Ronnie does it. She just got very good systems and she gets around there. Pagan Remini up to the shearer, back to the table, rolling the fleece. Here's Joel Henneray. He too a individual world champion. Ladies and gentlemen, past world champion, back to the table. He goes now. You can't get through all the titles these people have had. We'll be here forever. Ronnie Goss hits the table. Oh, look at that Alexandra lady, Tuma. What's going on down there?
Yes, down here on tables 3 and 4, all the action's going on. This Tia Portai on table number 4, she had got a lovely throw. This Pagan Rimini, you know, you were talking a little bit about her before. She doesn't walk around the whole table. She'll just skirt one side and then she grabs the other side and pulls it back to her. That's a bit of an advantage of being a bit of a taller competitor, Gerald. But here we go. Got the long steps, can get back to the shearer 2 steps. Poor old Tia Portai here on table number 4. She has to have a half a dozen steps. But here we go. Up the neck work, these shearers, these wool handlers, grabbing that top knot wool. Then they'll process all that shorter wool around the crutch. There might be a bit of sock wool that needs to come out, maybe a dag or a bit of stain. So that's what's going on is these wool handlers, you know, their processing needs to be so fast. You know, split decisions, all that sort of thing really counts in this, Gerald.
Yeah, definitely. Well, look at that. Look at that. Joel Henneray getting around here. All you younger wool handlers in the audience or even people, so far, Joel Henneray, we don't know how, so let's just watch this and see if we can work it out. Somehow his final sweep up seems to be a way ahead in time than anyone else, and he does a very good job at it. So he's got a little sneaky thing going on, and we haven't quite worked it out just yet. But talking about things going to be happening, here's Pagan Remini once again, ladies and gentlemen. She's got it hold nice and tight, and she snapped it again. Beautiful. Joel Henneray not worried about the snapping. He's basically unrolled it. A little bit of this bunching and hanging over here. Ronnie Goss just doing what she does in the middle. She's not worried if we don't mention her name. She's just going to get the job done. She's not listening to me or Tuma. There we go, round there. It's just another day at the office, but she will be bringing her A game. She likes making those finals. The Golden Shears and her are like peas and carrots. They really go well together, and that can happen sometimes. You have a real good run somewhere, you make that sort of that memory thing, and every time you turn up to that show for whatever reason, you just go well. So that's all good. But the youngster, Tia Portai from Milton, she's travelled a wee way too. 2 South Islanders down the bottom there, Tuma, for you.
Yes, we have 2 South Islanders. I've got nothing good but good things to say about South Islanders after that other wool handling that we had before, Gerald, and that's awesome to see. Here we go. Shearer's turning to the last side. Pagan Ilmini, she's the first one back to the shearer. Very, very onto it, this young wool handler, Tia Portai. Come on, Tia, you need to move it along, girl, because the shearers are just about to drop. These rolls, they need to be nice, tight, compact, placed in the fadge nicely. Here we go. Holy smokes, we've got a table down.
Whoop.
Grab our table, guys.
Oh, she's a family game. We've got the table back up. It's okay there. Tia Podai's going to have to get that sorted. The table, she goes for a throw now. Bring your attention over here. Let's get on to what's going down here. Joel Hennery's happy with the far side. There's not much to take off there. Ronnie Goss has just about done that whole fleece, ladies and gentlemen. And now she's going back for that crutch wool. Pagan Remedy, see those skips across there. Gets all... You'll see them roll that fleece out of the way there so that the shearer's foot, when it comes round, doesn't go straight through and end up getting tangled all around his laces and messing up the fleece of where it should be lying when that sheep is finished being shorn. I think it's about time we start making a bit of noise. Unfortunately, 4 of these are not going to make it. So don't go holding back for a final. It can be the smallest little fault that can put you out. Here we go. This might be the reason why Joel Henry has a quick tidy up. He's on the broom already, ladies and gentlemen. That could be at the fleece on the table. He's decided there's enough time. Goes for the big sweep up. He knows he's going to have to cover that ground twice. However, he's got 90 to 80% gone. A shake of the table by Pagan Remedy. Tuma, how are we going? The table is on its feet again.
It is on its feet again. Here we go. 1 minute and 10 seconds as all these wool handlers get. All right, get behind your favourite wool handler, Tia Portai. Lovely throw down here on tables 3 and 4. All right, we've probably got 20 seconds, so we've only got 40 left. Come on, you wool handlers. What's Ronnie Goss doing? Gerald, usually Ronnie's rolling up by now.
Ronnie is giving it everything she's got. Look at her looking, but look over here as well. Joel Henry is on fire. He's hit the turbocharge. He's got the after boost going, chucking the table round, just put it through the floor right. Ronnie Goss having a bit of a sort up. Pagan Remedy still with wool on the table. Chelsea still with wool on the table. Come on, New South Islanders are right. Go Pagan, go Chelsea. What a roll by Chelsea, and the hand is in the ear here, as I had mentioned. Keep an eye on that, ladies and gentlemen. Super wool handling by Joel Henry. Did he leave it all out there? He's taken a seat. He said, oh, let's all go. Pagan. Fleeces are done. Ronnie, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ronnie Goss. This show serves her well. Let's hope she gets through. Right, we're down to these South Islanders down here. Pagan. All the way from Alexandra. That she'll be used to this hot sun, Alex. There we go. Tia Potai. No wonder these tables, they really test them out, aren't they, Tuma? They give them a good chuck around. They nudge them with their hip, they lift them and do all sorts of things to make sure there's no wool under the legs and the likes. Pagan Remedy, the finishing touches and the last touches here of the semi-final for the open wool. Unfortunately, give them a round of applause. That is the last time we're going to see 4 of those wool handlers with Golden Shears titles up for grabs.
Okay, Rick, you got our next heat.
Oh, back to the shearing. That's heat 2. It's only a semi-final. Clear the deck. Next on the card is the open semi-finals. Heat 1, Tamanea, Troy Piper, David Buick, John Kirkpatrick, Sam Welsh, Parada Abrahams. Now just a word up to those TUI competitors that are going to be coming in this evening. We would like you to make sure you've reported in. Would you report in now to make you, Alan Precious wants to make sure you do know about it. Those 2 competitors. Jack Fagan, Peter Jackson, Martini Mason, Brent Roberts, Ethan Pankhurst and Turi Edmonds. PGG rights and finalists for this evening's events report in at 6:25 for draw and singlets. 6:25 for PGG rights and finalists this evening.